like the three of A minor is C. But it's like,
It's
what
like
if
that's
I,
flat three, bro.
yeah, exactly. It's actually flat three.
Hey, just explain summertime. You're always going to say, and then it goes to relative major. And then it's like, okay, well, don't say relative major. Well, what are you going to say? It goes to the three. It's like, no, it doesn't go to the three.
Yeah,
First of all, it would be
so you're
flat
telling
three.
me that you're conceptualizing a 2-5 to 3. That's four minor, flat seven dominant to one.
Bro, I don't understand it, dude.
We're both huge nerds about this, so like I'm happy to talk with anybody that's like I could go on a stage right now and talk about this for 2 hours straight. I'm sure
Yeah.
you could.
All right, yeah, dude, you need no minor one shit for sure. You know who doesn't give me pushback is all of the gospel community.
Yeah, exactly. When you play in church, dude, they call it a 7-3-6.
I mean, bro, dude, finally, thank God someone gets it, dude. Hey, no minor one, dude.
No minor one. Let them know. Let them know, dude.
Yo.
Hey, yo.
Oh,
Oh, wait, you're muted.
there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, what's good, bro?
All right, what up, dude? So what's your name? Jaden?
Jaden, yeah, online I go by JoJo.
Okay, bro, you're cracking me up, dude. I love it.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, all
Uh,
my friends are sending me your video because I've been ranting about this and they all think I'm crazy.
no, dude, and it's so yeah, it's hilarious. I was happy to see it. Like literally, somebody. I mean, I'm sure you saw the dude tag me, and then I go, I'm like, oh, this dude is so. It's so funny because you're so committed to the bit, and it's like, this is one of those things. Like I'm sure I could pull it up, dude. Like I mentioned, I was like, before I got more into Instagram, I was kind of posting on Reddit a little bit,
Oh yeah,
and
you were saying this. Well, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and just like, dude, some of the backlash on there, I think it's on Reddit, it's like specifically I think within a jazz guitar form, it's more of like people who are like players, not as many people like looking to like learn, so it's like things that go
They're
against.
stuck in their ways, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, I'm as me as a player, I'm telling you right now, these guys. That's why I call them the jazz police.
Yeah, just because they're gonna tell you what to
They
do.
just get so mad because they're so stuck in their ways, which I get. So you're saying that you know what, bro? I didn't even think to go on the Reddit forums. You're hilarious. Duh.
Oh, you should know that's a good place to fight with people.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Specifically jazz guitar and learned guitar are like the ones that I would go on.
right, right, right. Okay, so it's funny, man, because like we were saying, you know, as I love jazz, right? I play guitar. I love that stuff, and I'm like, I consider myself like a musician first, like a teacher second, which I think is the correct order.
Sure.
But it's so funny because like you're right, man. Like some of the people that give me the most pushback are the like the quote unquote just like schooled ones, or even just like guys that are just really, they're just set in their ways. And I get it. It's not that like, and my whole thing is like people were like, I would be arguing with these people online and like talking about it at gigs, and it still happens. Like I'm the no minor one guy I'm in San Diego. Where are you at?
I'm in Inland Empire.
Oh, okay. So you're close.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh shoot. All right.
Yeah, I used to live in LA, but then I just moved back Inland Empire. I moved back in with my folks a couple of months ago.
Cool. All right, sweet. Well, it's just interesting that like I feel like the people that get the most upset are just the most triggered. And I get like
Yeah.
for me, I always say no such thing as minor one or like no minor one, because
Yeah.
in my mind when I was learning all this and like really had a breakthrough like harmonically and just playing and improvising, I realized that like, oh whoa, there's no such thing as minor. Like that's how I thought of it in my head.
Yes. Unless there is minor one. If we're playing on Green Dolphin Street and it actually is minor one.
Okay, so all right, don't get me started, bro. You're gonna make me start ranting. All right, so let's take it a step further then, okay? Because Green Dolphin Street's a good example. So my whole thing though is that it's all about parallel motion. That's what I call it, right?
Sure.
So take for example on Green Dolphin Street, right?
Hmm.
You're playing, let's just say we're in C, just for sake of clarity.
Sure.
So we're in C major. Second chord is going to be, what does everyone say? Well, they'll say C minor, or they'll say E flat major over C kind of thing, right?
Okay,
Because
sure.
you drone the C. That's the whole idea, right?
Sure.
But the thing is that like my whole spiel, like my whole thesis is that there's no such thing as minor one in the sense that it's either really just acting as six, two, or three
Sure.
in a different key.
Sure.
And the most important of those keys is is the parallel minor, which
Six.
is the relative minor motion, just in the parallel key. So, for example, if you're in C major, relative minor is what?
A minor.
A minor. Okay, but that's the sixth chord. That's a minor third relationship. Everyone knows that. Okay, cool.
Sure.
But the point is if you play A minor pentatonic and you move it onto C, and you're playing C major, C minor, like that's literally what you do in a blues. Like the whole point is you play
Sure.
major, you play minor,
Yeah.
right? And I have this video with Winton. I don't know if you how much you watched. I
I
started
saw
watching.
one. I saw one where Winton was talking about. Yeah, I saw the one with when like the
Okay,
clip.
good. Yeah. Anyways, I don't expect you to have watched everything, but I was looking at some of your stuff, and I was I was looking at some of the comments, and I was like, dude, this guy's literally arguing with these people like I was. Like, and some of the
It's
points you're saying exactly what I would say, and I'm like, dude, he gets it. I'm like,
yeah, it's hilarious. I reposted one of my other one, dude. All negative comments. All negative comments. And the only thing that I'm saying is like, dude, if you've been playing for a while and you still can't play by ear, like your trajectory is probably wrong because you're not aware of what you're playing.
bro, I saw some of your videos where you're singing the numbers, and it's
Yeah.
exactly. I think that's so good because it's exactly how I hear it. And honestly, man, I tell everyone, I'm like, guys, you know who doesn't give me pushback is all of the gospel community.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when you play in church, dude, they call it a 736.
I mean, bro, dude, finally, thank God someone gets it, dude. Like literally, I tell some of my students, like I'll tell them the traditional way, like cool, minor 251, great, all right, sick. It sounds like minor one, okay, good, whatever. Like I think minor blues is from the six.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, jazz, prove it. You're hired, bro. Okay, so the whole thing though is that like when you think of like I learned this from the church gig, from my church gig. Like we'd be playing in these keys, and they call minor 2/5. See, that's the other thing I feel like no one's explaining correctly is what a minor 2/5 truly is. And it's basically what you just said. It's 7/3/6 of whatever that key is. And
Sure.
what that and it's funny because you ask anyone, well, what do you know? What's the two chord in a minor 2/5? Well, it's half diminished. It's like okay, but why though?
Yeah, why?
Why
Exactly.
is it half diminished? And it's like it's half diminished because it's the seven. And you know what's crazy is that when you make the three a dominant chord, which is a secondary dominant, it's
Yeah.
like when you make that dominant, what's the one note that you change? So if you're in C and
Yeah,
you do
five, the
B,
sharp five.
the sharp five, which is flat six, which I call God's
Hey
note.
guys, you know what? I was gonna make a video about it. My friend, he was like, the note between five and six is the musical D spot.
That's great, dude.
Isn't that
Uh,
hilarious?
honestly, man, though, it's like it's the I call it the other blue note.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and exactly, bro. And I call it, and I also call it the gateway to parallel minor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're in C major, everyone knows that the minute you play F minor, it's like, ooh, like it sounds great. And it's like you can that flat six is easily you can get to C minor. Just you can play Where's my guitar? I can play C major, and then I can play all sorts of major notes and then play an A flat and then just descend or ascend in C minor. And it sounds great. And it's like
Sure.
that, it's all about parallel motion,
Yeah.
which is exactly how you use all the black keys.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to just play in white keys all day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, well, how do you get the black keys? Well, the thing is that like that minor 2/5, I feel is like really overlooked, and the whole minor third motion is overlooked a lot. Like the parallel motion, I just feel like people are not seeing it and how dramatic it is. Because like you said on Green Dolphin Street, well, what's the whole point? Well, the whole point is you go major, you go minor, and then on top of that, what do you do on the next chord?
What is it, like two major over one, right?
Yeah, well, really, what it is it's actually a Lydian chord. It's acting as a
Yeah,
four
exactly.
chord. Yeah, so
Oh,
you
interesting.
yeah, it's really what it is really is straight up it's F over or if we're in C, right? It's D over C, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
Well,
C
D7
Lydian.
over C. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's you're playing F sharps. Like if you're not playing F sharps, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I
So
would
and
I
then
would
what?
I would even take it a step further and say that the A flat is actually implied there too. Like
So if
A
we're,
melodic minor.
oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm down with that. That would sound cool.
I
So you're
feel like
basically making like you're saying like F sharp and G sharp or A flat.
yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
think for
killing. That's like level two. Yeah.
I think yeah, for secondary dominance because it's like otherwise you're playing a G.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And the thing is either one is correct. That's the thing. Is like,
Sure.
but you get the main, I think the main that main core is that like that Lydian sound. You
Yeah, the
need
F
the,
sharp,
and
exactly.
then watch, what do you do after that? You go down a half step.
Down a half step.
And what is that?
I mean that's just like what? It's like the flat two major seven over it basically.
Right. But really what that is, in my opinion, is I call that true Phrygian.
True oh, it's Phrygian, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's because and that's the thing that no one explains right. Everyone explains Phrygian from the three, which is correct. That is the right mode. But the whole thing is Wayne Shorter does this all the time. He always does six chord, flat seven, major, sharp 11.
Sure.
Let's speak no evil.
It's like 3 to 4. But then the home of it, you don't have the flat nine in it necessarily.
Exactly.
You go
Okay.
back to
So,
the six.
and that's the thing, dude, is like if you do that parallel, if you play C major and do all 2 5 3 6 2 5 whatever, whatever, and then all of a sudden you play D flat major, like that's how you end songs all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you could go back to C minor, and then you could play A half diminished, and then now all of a sudden you're playing as if you're in E flat. And that's the thing is the church guys will do that, and then they'll yell out E flat while they're playing C minor.
Sure.
And it's like because they're hearing it as, oh, we've kind of moved to this sound, thinking of it, and and that I feel like that whole parallel motion is what it's all about.
Yeah,
Because
no, I
like
definitely agree.
and like have you ever noticed how like when you do minor two fives to I call them diatonic minor two fives, which is really 7 3 6, but everyone
Okay.
understands them as two
That's
five.
it. Yeah.
So if you're in C and you do a 2 5 to the two,
Sure.
minor 2 5 to the two, which would be E half, A7, flat nine, D minor.
Like 3 6 2.
3 6 2, exactly. Jazz
Sure.
prove it. Okay, when you do that, why does that sound so good?
You're copy and pasting basically from 7 3 6. That's how
From
I
F,
from at
which is
F.
the four key.
Wait. You're talking about a 2 5 to D? Yeah, sure.
You're in C, you got it. You're just 2 5ing to D minor, but we're playing in C major, right? Whatever.
Sure.
But you play E half, and it's like, why does that sound so good? Like at Black Orpheus, they do that.
Yeah, sure, exactly. We're
It's
getting
like,
the
why does that B flat sound killing? And it's like, well, it's because it's literally borrowing from F. It's 7 3 6, like you just said, in F major.
hmm
And people will say, if I'm in C and I play C7, it's like, well, where does that want to go? And everyone will say F major. And it's like, well, what did I change? And it's like the B flat. And it's like, okay, is that coming from F? Yeah. And then it's like, okay, well, the minute you do E, A, D, they're like, oh, no, that's minor 2 5. It's like, no, bro, it's just 7 3 6 and F. You just said it. And what's interesting is that minor
Sure.
2 5 to the two borrows from the four. Minor 2 5 to the three borrows from the five key.
Sure.
And it's literally the same note. It's an F sharp.
Yeah, actually, it's interesting. I have like it's related, but like I'm really extreme in how I think about it. In that I'm extremely stubborn to move my one, right?
Okay.
And so like I think about it basically as one scale with like alterations, right? So I refer to it like the harmonic environment of like this 3 6 2 that we're talking about, right? Basically, it would be starting from three, it would be like 3 4 5 6 flat 7 1 2. And then three, like basically our major scale with the flat seven,
Uh-huh.
right? Let me make sure that this is actually right. If I'm in C,
So wait,
basically,
start again. Say it again.
yeah. So like I'll speak in. Well, no, it's important that I speak in numbers though. So like if we're looking at the key of C and we're doing a minor 2 5 to D, right?
Uh-huh.
Basically, you could conceptualize the map of our three half diminished chord. It's 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 like our regular major scale, but just it seven becomes flat seven.
So you mean, oh yeah, you mean from C, like it's a B flat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think that's good. I do that too.
And then but I would say
Because
for
that's
the
how your ear hears it.
yes, and then for the sixth chord, also relative to the to C, right? So now the harmonic environment would basically include a flat seven and also a sharp one, right? So if
You
it's
mean
an
if you're doing a six dominant?
yes,
Oh, I
exactly,
got you because the C sharp. Yeah, I got it. That's and you know and to
and the
me,
B flat.
right. And you know what that is? That's C Phrygian. This is what I mean when I say everything on my videos. I always say everything's 145. And what I mean by that is I mean the holy trinity of key
Sure,
changes, which is 145, which is, but it's one, which is parallel minor. It's parallel motion. So it can be
sure.
either six, two, or three. That's what I mean by that. And
Yeah.
you know what's crazy is that when you do that, when you go C major and then the three different C minors, which is two, three, or six, right?
Hmm.
It's like when you do that in the if you do it from six, which is like the main one because it
Yeah.
sounds killing, well, that's just parallel minor.
Yeah.
If you do it from the three, which is true Phrygian, well, that's from the four key. If you do
Sure.
it from the two, that's from the five key. So
Sure.
even parallel motion is literally 145.
Sure.
And you know what else I was tripping out on? I don't. You'll see it in one of my videos the other day I posted. I always talk about flat six, like you said, and I figured out. I was like, I went down the Fibonacci sequence rabbit
I
hole,
saw that one. That one was awesome.
bro. I mean, what are the chances?
No, let's be real here, dude.
Like the mind. That's what I mean. Like that minor third relationship is I feel like is overlooked, and it's the same thing as relative minor. You just it's like but guy like, and that's what you do in a blues. It's just crazy, man. I don't know. Like, and it's funny because all the like church guys I know, all my friends that I play and grew up like just doing all this stuff with, they're the ones I learned it from. And I just have taken it a little further in the sense of like applying it to jazz and whatever.
Sure.
But it's the same, it's cut from the same cloth. And it just cracks me up because like they're the only ones who get it.
I think something that's crazy to me is like, and I went to jazz school too. I went to Frost School of Music for actually I'm a trombone player
Oh,
originally,
sick. Okay,
but
cool.
guitar is my primary instrument now.
Dude, trombone,
Um,
like brass is so hard, dude. I don't think people understand how difficult that is.
yeah, no, it sucks. That's what like when I discovered a guitar, I was like, oh, this is freaking amazing.
You're like, all I
Um,
do is press the things.
yeah, I can play for hours and I don't get tired.
Yeah, that's funny.
Um, but like you think about something like it makes me wonder like, dude, how the hell are you actually thinking about this? Because it's like, let's say that we're in minor, right? We're in A minor,
Mhm.
right? So that would be my six. And let's say it's like a three dominant chord and you wanted to play something like altered, right? Which would be like melodic minor from the flat nine.
Mhm.
And then it's like, well, so in the case it would be F
So
melodic
it
minor.
depends on which altered you want. Are you if you want that altered, that's true altered dominant.
Yes, exactly.
So that
That's
would be F melodic minor, like you said, right?
yeah, exactly. And so
Which
like
again is just the four chord.
that's what I was gonna say. It's like,
Yeah.
dude,
And look
how
at what it is though. It's minor four, which is what? A flat, which is what? Parallel minor.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's like, dude, why would you want to relearn that when you already know how to play over a four minor? In this case, it would be four melodic minor, but it's like, how else are you conceptualizing that? Okay, you're telling me that it's our E is now five, and you're playing melodic minor from the flat six, which is a move that you can use like for the true five chord, but it's
I
like
get what you're saying. I mean, dude, I understand what you mean. And honestly, the answer I have is I do both. But the thing is that most people are not doing both.
sure I think that's the thing.
And the thing is that everyone always tells me like, "Oh, you don't believe in minor, huh?" I'm like, "No, I never said that." And if anything, I actually believe in more layers of minor than you guys even realize. Because what I'm saying is that not only is there the core six, two, or three layer, but then you have melodic minor, you have harmonic minor, which I feel like no one's explaining harmonic minor really correctly either, because the melodic minor and harmonic minor, they're just like, yeah, you just put the flat six in and major seven. And it's like, well, why the major seven though? It's like, oh, well, it's a leading tone. Okay, yeah, but why though? And really what it is it's flat six. It's parallel motion. We just like that sound. It sounds great to us.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what is that motion? Well, that's minor third. That's relative motion, just parallel though. And not only that, I mean, it's 1.6. It's the closest you can get to Fibonacci sequence, which is like, it's no coincidence that it sounds good.
Yeah.
You know, have you seen the I don't know if I've done a video on this yet, but I need to. I show my students this. Bobby McFerrin is?
Sure.
Okay, have you seen the TED Talk where he's jumping around on the
The
stage?
pentatonic scale.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I always wonder, I use that because I always wondered like why is everything based off of major? And then more specifically, why is the overtone series kind of what it is? He doesn't really go through that, but I kind of have a theory on that. Where like if the overtone series, I mean obviously you play brass, it's like it's not a perfect major scale.
Sure.
So it's like, okay, well, that's weird. Why do we do major scales? And honestly, I came up with the conclusion that harmony, first of all, we just like major pentatonic, minor pentatonic. And again, there's that minor third relationship.
Yeah.
It's like we just like that because it's inherent. It's like asking why does the sunset look nice? It's like, well, that the light goes through the clouds and it refracts. It's like, yeah, but okay, cool. But like, why does that look cool to us? Like,
Yeah.
why do we all agree? Why does a flower smell good? Well, it smells with the bud. And it's like, yeah, but why though? And it's like, it just is what it is. And
Sure.
so the harmonic series, you get that 1 3 5. It's clear as day, right? I
Yeah.
feel like that's where diatonic harmony comes from.
Sure.
Because if you take and then you say, well, why is the four not in the harmonics or not in the pentatonic scale? Because it's not. It's like, okay, well, where does the four come from? Well, literally, it comes from the five chord. It's literally has the leading tone, the B, and the F, which are literally the only notes that are not in the major pentatonic scale.
Sure.
Which is
Yeah, yeah.
it's like it's five, bro. Like, what are you talking about? It's the first thing you learn. 1 5 1. Like, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, okay, well, there you go. And then it's like, okay, well, why does no one really explains why the blues sounds good. Like, why does Jimi Hendrix sound great? Why does blues sound nice? Because when you study a blues, it's like they're breaking all the rules. They're like,
You're
well,
mixing the
actually,
major and the minor. You're
you're
playing the minor
mixing the
over the
major and
major or
the
the major over the minor. Yeah.
and it's like, okay, well, why does that sound so good? It's like, well, watch this. Go into the harmonic series. What is the next note after the fifth? Flat seven.
Yeah. You know something I think you'd appreciate. I have this theory that like basically so you have the blues, right? You
Uh,
have like the five dominant chord and like within the blues, the like extensions that you tend to play are like the sharp nine, like the flat third, and then also the
like flat seven,
and like the flat five.
flat five. Yeah.
And what I've been really interested in is
God, I hope you're about to say what I hope you're about to say. Keep going.
okay, basically experimenting with the other side of that, which I think is three dominant. And what's interesting about that is when you play over three dominant, you get all of the extensions that the blues doesn't tend to use. The
Okay.
flat nine and the flat 13.
So you mean over E7? If we're in C, I'm playing over
Yes.
E7. What are you saying?
I'm saying that the extensions that you get on that chord are like the ones that you don't get in the blues. You get the flat nine and the flat 13. Right? So an F and a C in
Right.
relation to E, those are like the two tensions that you don't get over the blues, but they're both like dominant centered tonalities.
Okay, bro, can I blow your mind right now, hopefully?
Please.
Okay, have you ever noticed? It's literally what you're saying. Whenever you alter, whenever you play secondary dominants, first of all, and then specifically once you alter every single one of them, and it could be flat nine, sharp nine, flat five, sharp five, it don't matter.
Okay.
If you do C major, 3 6 2 5 1, but do them all altered dominants.
Okay.
E7 alt, A7 alt, D7 alt, G7 alt. And again,
Okay.
either way, what notes are all like when you do all those altered notes, they're all C minor notes.
Sure.
It's
Sure.
all parallel minor notes.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so
It's
it's like
kind of what you're leading
it,
to.
no, it is. It's like the blues takes these notes from the minor on the five chord base, or like the pure dominant, and then this three side, the three dominant chord takes all the other ones that you don't tend to get.
I see what you're saying. You're kind of saying what I'm saying in a different way, which is hip. You're saying they take it from the major side and the minor side. Is
Yes.
that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think specifically it's like you get a certain you get certain picks of the minor side, right, over like your typical blues chord. The flat five, and I guess that's technically even darker than just minor. And then like the flat third or the sharp nine, and then the other one you get yeah, that flat nine, flat 13. But they're both dominant tonalities. I've been experimenting with like um just like it would be a progression like, E, F, D minor, something like that.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I've just been very obsessed with that and how it's related to the blues because they're both like dominant tonal centers.
Right, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, man, what really did it for me is realizing like how I just feel like the blues mentality permeates all. And it's really like here's an example. We were at my church group, we would be playing in C major, and then at the end of the phrase, they would play boo ba da 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 doo da da ba doo da, and they would play it's which is just a straight C minor pentatonic lick. But it's like like C E flat F G F E flat F E flat C da da da, and then they would go to major C major, but they would pair it with bo da da E7 alt A7 D7 alt G7 alt C major.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, they're playing like brighter
And you
chords. They're playing because it's altered, you can play
and
the
you know
minor.
what they call it?
What?
They just say, yeah, just make it churchy,
That's so funny.
which is just code for, yeah, just make it parallel minor, make it bluesy.
Yeah, because you're actually making the chords brighter in most of those cases, but because of the extensions, you just play the minor over it.
And this is what I think Kiefer is kind of always saying too when we were talking, is he's saying that he thinks those are diatonic chords actually.
Mm.
Which I agree. That's why we were get like we're all like yeah. It's like no, it is in the key. It's like
No, no,
it's the black and white keys. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like you're not just gonna play white keys all day.
yeah, and that's why A7 is A7, and that's why you have to conceptualize it as which dominant is. It like when you play it, to me at least. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
don't think of it as it's acting as a five chord, but it's not a five chord though.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you play at A7 in the key of C, you're like I don't see that like you can, but like with a B and an F sharp, I think about it with a B flat and an F.
That's all I'm saying, bro. It's not that you can't do the first one, but I know what you're saying when you say that, and yes, you're 100% correct.
I mean, because
Because
it has to do with the 7-3-6. Because basically, to me, you're copy and pasting the three dominant harmonic environment, which is basically your major scale with a sharp five.
right,
Like
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
all the relationships stay the
See, and
same.
you're doing, I can tell you what you're saying because you hear it how I'm hearing it. Because at the end of the day, your ear is hearing it in C. So
Sure,
it's like what you're saying is you're hearing that if A7 you're saying A7 is what you said?
A7, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have the C sharp, right?
You have a B flat and a C sharp.
And a B5. Okay, that's fine. And you're doing, see, I would call in my world, I would call that parallel minor of C, which it specifically would be three chord.
Exactly, it's a three chord. It's a three dominant.
And this is what I mean when I say, like, did you see my Spider-Man meme?
Yeah, yeah,
Like that's what I mean when I say it's like, well, no, it's like it's six, no, it's two, it's three, no, it's all of them. That's the whole point,
yeah.
including major one too. Like that's the whole thing is it's all about layering and like, yeah, I don't know. I got some videos I want to do on like on some Wayne Shorter tunes. Like, do you
Mhm.
know the tune Fee Fi Fo Fum?
I'm like familiar with it, but I don't
Okay,
know.
so that's like a notoriously like the harmonies like very dense and like moves. It's
Sure.
at first glance it's like what's happening here? I don't understand. But like I feel like that's an example of like parallel motion and like Wayne does that a lot. I don't want to bore you with all the whatever, but
No, no, it's cool.
I'm just saying that like I think it's that whole the parallel motion is what our ear really likes.
Yeah.
And,
This,
and it's like it just again, you're not just gonna play white keys all day.
yeah. Let me show you a little diagram that I made that I
Go.
like basically. Oh wait, transfer PNG files is restricted by your account admin.
Oh
What?
wait, how do I do that? Okay, how do I advanced sharing options, all participants. Try that.
Did that? Hold on, let me try one more time.
Oh, maybe that's like some deeper settings.
Hey, I still can't send it for some reason. Let me see. Maybe I can just like.
Let me see. Where do I go for settings like that? Wait, what did it say?
Oh, it's just like a. Maybe I could just share my screen really quick.
Yeah, share screen.
Yeah, this one. Basically talking about like what I was this I make diagrams for all of these. I think it's very helpful. Everything starts on one, right? So every chord is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven,
Mhm.
and then you circle the chord tones. And this specific one was just to show how it's like, basically this chord is the same as these ones. You know what I'm saying? Functionally, you can swap out any of these diminished chords in a case where you would use a sixth dominant.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, of course. Yep. Yeah, that's the classic diminished over dominant stuff. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and then
You're just doing it in numbers. That's no, that's hip, dude. That's
six
that's
minor
it.
six. Yeah, so and then I'll have a diagram like this. This one's interesting. Six minor six is like definitely one of like the points of like kind of contention.
Oh, so is this what you're saying? Because I say this all the time too, where it's like you're talking about, okay, if we're in minor, what's the sixth chord?
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro, I do this all the time because it's a guaranteed trap for anyone that tries to explain it in minor one.
because it's like, dude, at the end of the day, it's just like you're just the front is not unified. Because
Bro, you're
you have
preaching to
this
the choir,
you
dude.
have this mix of like some people that are like steeped in the classical tradition where like the three of A minor is C, but it's like,
It's
what
like
if
that's
I?
flat three, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually flat three, and then
Dude,
it's like.
my favorite is to say, hey, just explain summertime without saying relative minor, or and like it just explain it. And it's like the answer is you can't. You're always gonna say, and then it goes to relative major, and there's like, okay, well, don't say relative major. Well, what are you gonna say? It goes to the three. It's like, no, it doesn't go to the three.
Yeah,
First of
it's
all,
just
it
like
would be
so you're
flat
telling
three.
me that you're conceptualizing a 2-5 to 3. That's four minor, flat seven dominant to one.
Bro, I don't understand it, dude. This and
So
it's, I know, and no one has a good answer because there's no good answer.
no, because here's what I think it is, dude. I think that like people are honestly, first of all, it's like yes, that's how they learn, but like I think that people are honestly most of the time too lazy to really think about what each note actually is relative to the tonal octave.
Yeah, and hear it like that, which is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like, dude, a four minor is the four. Like, why would you have two ways of thinking about the sound of four minor?
Right, I get what you're saying.
That's not four minor to me.
Right, right,
And if
right.
it is, it's like, which one is it? It's just like,
Yeah, I mean that's dude, that's I say the same thing in the sense like, well, so what? Every minor chord is just minor one? Like what like that's even more confusing.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like, well, what? Like, what do you mean? It's like, well, now it's so random, and it's just like it appears like there's no pattern at all, when in reality there really is a pattern.
yeah.
And it's actually simpler. Yeah, the real question is like how I mean for me, I'm thinking like jazz guy. Like what is your background? So you do like you play a lot of jazz stuff or like all sorts of music? What do you
Yeah, I mean, I went to jazz school.
Oh,
Actually,
okay, sick. All right.
I went to, yeah, Frost School of Music in Miami. I had a full scholarship for my trombone playing. But
Wait,
actually,
is that where Jocko went?
oh,
Or
maybe,
no,
I don't
that's
know.
University of Miami or
Yeah,
anyways.
Miami. That's where I went, University of
Oh,
Miami.
cool. Yeah, that's where Jocko went, dude. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
No, it's a cool show. I don't know if you know John DeVersa. He's like
Yeah.
yeah, DeVersa. He was like my mentor. I took small
Sick. Okay.
competition. We're kind of close.
That's cool, man.
But actually, when I got there, I hadn't really been exposed to these ideas yet, and like
Hmm.
I had trouble. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you transcribe, you like play scales, but it's like I could kind of skate, but it's like it wasn't until I started practicing more intentionally. Actually, you would love this dude, David Reed. Are you familiar with Improvise for Real?
Hmm.
Yeah, you got to check this out. You would love it. This
Okay,
is
yeah,
where
send me
this
some
is where I
stuff.
got it from. David
Okay.
Reed. He's a genius.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's so interesting because like my, my honest my honest feeling is that like it's not that what they're explaining in the traditional school that like it's not that it's wrong.
No,
It's
exactly.
it's
It's like
just that I don't think I don't think it's the end all be all, and I think that it's not going to hurt you to be able to think in a different way.
I think it's this, right? When you conceptualize minor as six,
Mm.
you can always recognize that two is the four chord of six.
Bro, now
But
you're just like I honestly, man, bravo, because that's what I've been
right,
saying.
but if you have only one way, you're just not as
Yes, I
specific to
100%.
that.
It's not as specific, dude. There's a YouTube where me and a friend of mine were getting into it, and it was all like, "Well, you're not being specific enough." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. You're not being specific enough. Like, that's what I'm saying." Like,
Everyone's like, but it's a six chord. Why would you call that home? It's like, dude, you just get used to it.
I know it's like, bro, just
Oh,
relax. It's why are you so scared? Like, Just call it a dude. It doesn't feel, it's not going to feel or sound any different. You're just literally just going to call it's semantics at this point. It's
It's
just
like what if
call,
you it's like what if you play a song and then it goes to it does a 2/5 to the relative minor. Like you're
I
already
mean,
doing it.
bro, I don't, the real question is what happens when you move and can you hear it?
What
And
do you
so
mean?
okay, it's I like if we're okay, if we're playing from six and then all of a sudden I play it as major and then I stay there, like that's new major.
Hmm.
Like, are you going to hear, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I would argue that some of these guys are not going to hear that.
Sure.
Because, dude, some like I'm telling you, bro, I learned all this stuff is from these church guys I play with, like all of them. They all know who they are because I call them constantly just to make myself feel better because I think I'm going crazy. But
Yo.
like, there's all these guys like my buddy Tejan and Original David and Corey and DJ and Joe and all these guys, bro. Every single they all know who they are, and it's like they all when we and my favorite is when there's a no minor one moment in like real life, like you're playing a gig and they're like, well, the singer comes up and like, can we play Summertime in A? And then in the first question is gonna be like, well. A minor, A major, which immediately you're asking yourself, is it one or is it six?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what are we even talking about?
Yo, I have a question for you.
Go.
What do you what do you think about the bridge to Girl from Ipanema?
Uh-huh.
How are you like conceptualizing that in your mind?
Well, to me, that sound is the same sound as what I call parallel motion, which would be, it's flat two major, right?
Sure.
So you're doing G
Basically four
flat
chords.
major, and you're basically it's instead of F major key, it's like now we're thinking like F minor three chord, G flat major is like
It's four chord.
yeah, exactly what you're saying, right? That's one way. And then some of the motion getting out of that is just clever, is then like clever motion back to the major one, you know,
Sure.
what using those dom. It's like very, honestly, man, every Joe Beam song is just perfect.
Yeah.
I
I was
mean, it's crazy. And honestly, all the songs where he's playing, he does this all the time. He's one of the masters at it, where he goes from major to minor and then he treats it as a two or a three or a
yeah, like
whatever.
what is it like Triste or what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like at the end, you're just like, oh, well, now it's 2/5, 2/5. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
see, that's
oh,
funny because that's actually a two chord. It's one
yes.
minor, but it's
That's a
actually two.
bro. You're not wrong. I'm telling you right now. Like I hear it the exact same way. I've been trying to tell these people, and literally the entire gospel community agrees with you, and they've been saying this for the past 50 plus years. It's just no one's been paying attention.
Yeah, I was gonna say as far as like the bridge to the Girl from Ipanema is like I'm really extreme in my approach, like I mentioned, to like I'm stubborn with my one.
Okay.
And so like I'll conceptualize chord scales like everything's still relative to F,
Okay.
even if it's like a E flat minor seven chord.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I don't think that's necessarily bad. I mean, I know what you mean by that because I think it's important to do that actually, in the sense that a lot of these tunes they're from this certain point and then they veer off it, but they always kind of come back.
Exactly, and it's like each of those has a different sound,
Yeah,
right?
100%. Yeah.
Like if you're playing a tune like call it like what's it like Someone in Love
Uh-huh.
where it goes to I don't know it goes to like three or something, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to know that it's like okay it's three
It
sharp four sharp five sharp six whatever relative to the key and it's like that's a move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
Yeah, yeah,
has
that's functional. That's like, yeah, I think you're hearing it in the correct way, dude. I think that's how a lot of these guys are hearing it, whether they realize it or not.
yeah
Like the way that's what I've been realizing. Like whether they can articulate it in words or not, I think they already hear it like that. They just don't know how to. I think some people just don't know how to like kind of quantify it. And
sure
then when you hear someone else quantify it in a way that's like, wait, that is that I'm like thinking about it upside down if I do that. And it's like, no, that's the point. You're thinking about it upside down. Like, which is not necessarily bad. It's just that I think that's only one level to it. I think there's deeper layers, you know?
yeah I mean
And
I
it
feel especially coming from like this place where it's like somebody told me that in jazz minor chords are Dorian and just like how destructive that was
because
to
you're always thinking of them as two.
it's just like yeah it just
Yeah.
misses the point on so many levels and it's like
Yeah,
yeah
I
there's
mean, I know what you mean. Yeah, I agree.
it's even there's chords that share that like that sound, the Dorian sound, but it's like like four minor is that chord, but it's like no, dude, it's such like a reduction of like what it actually is.
Yeah, and I think the key for me is it's not always just one thing. Like that's the like in life we're so used to like two plus two is four and it's either yes or no. And it's like no, that's not how music is. It's like it's all about layering and you mix the colors and now it's kind of bluish and now it's purplish and now but now I can't really see what color is and like that's a vibe. When I can't see what the color is really, it's like that's kind of the vibe. It's like and then you go back, oh now we're in green. Oh okay. Whatever. I don't know. And it's like, I mean, that's kind of what poetry is. It's like you hear someone talk about a subject, but they say it in a way that's like, ooh, whoa, like what are they saying? Like, and then everyone think, and it's like that's the whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Honestly, man, if I could go back in time, I really wish I could have like the thing is no one really knows how these guys talked
Mm.
because because it's like they and the thing is they all thought you're telling me Coltrane thought the same way as Wayne Shorter. Like, no, there's no way, bro. Like they hung out. That was the whole thing. They hung out because they were like, yo, what are you on? Like, you're on some crazy,
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I wonder how they were thinking about stuff in terms of like, I mean, honestly, I would have loved to ask Wes, like, yo, how do you think about a minor blues? And just like, that's it.
sure.
And just like, see what he says. Like, yo, how do you think of Mr. PC? And then just like, that's it. They're like, oh, well, it's C minor, but it's like we're it's E flat. Like if he said that, it would just be over. It would be like, oh my god, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And then it's interesting too because it's like it's E flat, but if we're playing Mr. P8, there's gonna be an A natural.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you can do both. You're gonna play
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, and it's like that's the whole thing. You make it six and two, and but you like you do all of them. Like you know what I mean? Like, and then you can play D flat if you want. Like let's go. Like, and that's the whole thing. Is like, yeah, I don't know. For me, I feel like that opens it up. It just makes it easier rather
Yeah, I mean,
than
usually how I think about that, it's like sharp four, note sharp four over my sixth chord. That's the A over a C minor. That's how I conceptualize it.
you say. So say it again. You're saying when you play
I,
C minor with an A in it,
I conceptualize that A as note sharp four.
it's note sharp four. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
So
yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah.
it's not necessarily that now I'm playing in Dorian. It's like autumn leaves.
Yep.
It's my sixth chord, but the harmonic environment has a sharp four, and then in autumn leaves it'd also be a sharp five, I would say.
See, and that's what's funny because what's the whole theme of the famous Miles one? Well, they start with the Dorian sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what? Come on, guys! Like it's so like I feel yeah, it's crazy. I
And
mean,
yet, there's no shot that that's the two chord.
say again.
There's no shot that autumn leaves. Like it makes no sense for me to base that around two,
Oh, that
right?
like the final like the G minor or whatever it
Yeah,
would be.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
two.
No, yeah,
Even though they're treating like exactly, it's like it's six,
it's six,
but
but
the flavor
you're
of it.
see. That's what I'm saying, bro. Jazz, prove it. That's
Damn.
it. I'm sending you a shirt, bro. You're getting a no minor one shirt. Jazz, prove it shirt. I'm
Yeah, I
sending it
got
to
you.
you.
I got you.
Oh man, you're cracking me up, bro. You're the first person online that I didn't know that's like really resonated with this.
No, it's great, dude. Yeah, as soon as I saw your page, um,
Bro, people are sending me your video.
dude, another person commented actually right before I came on and tagged you again. Yeah,
Oh
it's crazy
man.
that Keeper reposted it. That's crazy. I just hit 3,000 today on Instagram too, so it's kind of a cool day
Hell
for me.
yeah. There you go, bro. Yeah, Kiefer, honestly, bro, Kiefer, I know him because he's from San Diego. So and now he's killing it, of course. But like, bro, when we did that podcast that you saw, he literally called me out of the blue and I'm running around doing something. And he's like, bro, I'm reading the comments on your post and I'm getting furious. Oh no, no, he said, I'm getting enraged.
It's always the funniest thing because like they're like accusing what I'm doing is like doing less work or something like that, or like trying to find some like
Right, 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 right.
shortcut or something like that. It's like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah, and honestly though, man, I would argue that it's kind of something that's been staring at everyone right in their face in the open, and I think that's why most people get upset because once you start to apply the concept like this, it really does start to apply in most settings.
because I think one of the craziest things that I've run into is like this same idea, I've been like, it's a three dominant chord. They're like, no, it's five of six. And it's like
It's like, bro, that's the same fucking thing.
it's the same thing, dude. You don't think I know that six dominant leads to two? That, all of these fifth relationships, and it's
Right.
like you can when you see it as it is relative to the tonal octave, you can actually see how it fits within the tonality.
Yeah, and
Not
honest,
switching
yeah.
in your brain a million times.
Yeah, and honestly, bro, again, it really, everyone kind of tells you, oh, it's 145, and it's like, no, guys, it really is 145, even when it's
Yeah.
minor.
Yeah, no,
Like,
we have tonic, subdominant, and dominant.
and it's like even like we just said, 2 5 to the two, that's 7 3 6 and 4. It's the same note. You're borrowing from the same tonal center.
Yeah.
And it's like when you think of that, and then you think of one as just parallel one, parallel minor, 6 chord, 2 chord, or 3 chord. And even that is 145.
Yeah, like the flat two chord is a four chord.
Yeah, like the whole thing's crazy. It's just like it really is. And it's just like I just find that super interesting and convenient and much easier and not as confusing and just like a cool pattern that like, oh wow, it kind of is the blues. Like, wow,
Yeah.
this is cool. And it like, oh whoa, this is modes. So it's like, oh, I'm treating, oh yeah, and now I kind of understand modes. And it's like, bro, I can explain you can explain modes in one day. You just like like yeah, I
Sure.
mean, and it's like that's the whole thing is those, it's interesting how those sounds sound good to us, and they really are kind of those parallel relationships each time. And I've kind of taken it really far in the sense of like I analyze some of my videos, I'm analyzing some of these tunes that we all know. And it's like I say it in the other way, and people lose their mind, bro. They lose their mind. And I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but it's like you can once you start to and like Cole Porter does this all the time, where he's like he's borrowing he's doing these parallel like night and day.
Isaac
Does
singing Night and Day.
yeah, it's like, well, what is he doing? Well, you're in C major, but you're kind of not. You're in C minor, but you're kind of not. And it's like that's the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, I love you. That's a Cole Porter song. He says he does the same thing. It's like, well, it's minor, but it's not, but it is. But it's like the both. It's like it's so interesting. Like,
Sure.
and that flat six note, like, dude, let me show you. I'm gonna send this to you since you're playing guitar. I'm gonna give you my whole book for free. I don't give a shit.
I was gonna ask you about the book actually at some point and just kind of like your journey being like an educational guitar creator and stuff like that. Because I've been,
Well, you know what I want to do? Like, here, let me find this real quick. It takes me a minute to load. I realized that I need to write some of this stuff out in like, I've been doing all video stuff really.
Mhm.
So, which is cool, but I'll show you, I've been doing stuff on this website, but the problem is that you have to know what the website is and you have to have an account. So it's like, no one, it's like the internet's not going to, I'm like 250 pages deep, bro.
Totally.
So like, it's not like it's like a small thing. I've been working on this thing for a while, which is cool, but it's like, like I realized that Google and the internet can't really find my ideas, some of these. Like, and it's not like this is my idea, but like I'm just saying that like how far I've taken some of this, I feel like is kind of unique. And I realize I'm gonna sit down and write out like a proper like words on my website or something just so you can see some of this. But here you go. So here's my um this is my account. So it's on Guitar
A guitar
Scientist.
scientist. Yeah, I've used the site.
Okay, so I just have a diagram on here or an account on here, and then I just have it like these folders and folders, bro, is because of me. Like the guy Jay, he's this Italian dude. He's on my YouTube. We did a podcast.
Mm.
He's this Italian dude, and he made this website. Anyways, I asked him, I was like, yo, Jay, can you make folders and folders and folders and folders? He's like, oh shoot, yeah, sure. And then next thing you know, he made it so where you can do folders and
Oh, like
folders.
on the he's the guy that made Guitar
He's the
Science.
guy who owns the Guitar Scientist website.
That's hilarious. Yeah, he's
Yes.
right, so
And so
my
like he did all sorts of stuff for me. I asked him and he like because he codes it. I don't know that shit. Like he like fixed all sorts of stuff for me. And so and then like there's a transpose button on here. Like I have all the scales, bro.
yeah.
Like you want to learn scales on guitar, bro? Here you go.
This reminds me. This is something I'm really big on. When you think about chords, like relative to the tonal octave, like when I say your four chord, like do you conceptualize the chord tones as 4 6 1 3?
Wait, say it again. Say it again.
When you conceptualize, like I say, imagine your four chord. Like, do you,
Okay.
when I say that, I think, okay, the notes of my four chord are four, six, one, and three.
4, 6, 1. Oh yeah, I do both. I do both.
Both meaning like, what's the other way that you think about it?
I'll think of it as just 1, 3, 5, 7.
One,
But
three,
it's
five.
also, but it's, I know also that it's what you're saying, 4, 6. You know what I mean? It's the same. I do both, really.
I'm really bullish on that. I think especially because it tells you so much information
Yeah.
about which notes certain chords share. Like for example, the one chord, which is 1, 3, 5, 7, they both have notes one and three in it.
Yep. I agree.
So you
Totally.
see exactly where things stay the same, exactly where things change.
And the one thing that's nice about music notation is you see that inherently just by if you know notes, but like if you don't, it's harder to see that.
Exactly, and that's the huge
Yeah.
thing is like through the keys.
Yeah.
It's like, man, are you aware that your three chord is three sharp five seven two?
Yeah. And I would argue that some of these people are not seeing it as clearly as you're kind of saying because, yeah, if you did, that wouldn't sound as outlandish. You know what I mean?
Like flat three major, flat three five, flat seven two.
Yeah, see, I think that's one way to, yeah, I think those are all, see, this is the problem though, dude, is like I've had these discussions with people and it's like, unless you can think about this on like a certain level, it just sounds like gibberish.
Sure.
It just sounds like, yeah, it's like, oh, dude, you're thinking too hard. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no minor one or it's six chord. Like, what? Like, you're crazy.
And it's so funny because it's like, dude, this is like the longest journey of our entire life. Like, why don't you like, build the strongest foundation that you
Yeah.
possibly can? So by the end of this, you're gonna have a really comprehensive idea of how everything works together.
Yeah, and I would argue these are the same people that would be like frustrated because in like 10 years they're like, yeah, but I just can't think of anything new and it's just I'm kind of stuck, and it's like, yeah, bro, well, what do you expect? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so anyways, I'm gonna send you this. This got everything, bro. Like you probably know some of this stuff, but
Oh, this is
I
cool.
I have like, this goes to like here's guitar for noobs, and these are like basic chords. You probably know a lot of this. I don't know.
Sure, try. This is something I've been really bullish on too. Like when I think about playing triads on my neck, I'm thinking of like doing inversions of my one chord, four chord, and five chord. It's like my one chord is 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3. My
Right,
four
right.
chord, 4, 6, 1, 6, 1, 3. Five chord, five,
Yeah,
seven.
you're seeing the fretboard clearly. That's what I would just say. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's like scales. Like I have, like if you're practicing Green Dolphin Street, whatever the hell, and you're like trying to figure out, well, how do I play over the D over C? It's like, well, it's a Lydian chord and it's in C. Like I did it in every key, bro.
No, nice.
Like and it has fingerings and everything. It's just so tedious. I was tired of drawing all this shit. And it's like
Yeah.
there's layers, so you can see the scale, and then down here, you see these layers down here? Whoops. These
Wait.
little eyes right here in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bottom
yeah.
right. So when you do that, these are different layers.
Oh, cool.
So that's the triad that goes with that scale, that's C shape. And then there's the arpeggio with the fingerings.
Wait, what does 2, 4 mean? 3, 4 mean?
Oh, it means it can be either third finger or fourth finger.
Oh,
And
interesting.
all this stuff is written right here. It's just like you'd have to read all of it.
Sure, sure.
But like it tells you what all these layers mean, and it has all the triads and seventh chords and fingerings and everything. So like
Hmm,
all eight of these layers are taken up.
that's cool.
So you can see how to play like scale fingerings, and then and it's interactive. So I mean, if you know guitar scientists, you can switch. I want to see letters, or I want to see numbers. I want to see letters,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's like all the nitty gritty shit. And then you can see major pentatonic, right? There's all the
Hmm.
pentatonic stuff, minor, blues scale, all this stuff. Not all of it's done. But then, there's like a chord book. So if you're like, yo, how do I play major sharp five, whatever, whatever? It's like just go into the major chord book, and chances are I already drew one of those things out. And if
Sure.
and if not, I just add to it real quick.
Yeah, this is the type of thing something I'm really big on too is like s seeing, for example, like an F, if we're in C, like an F major 9 chord, I would
Yeah.
conceptualize as like note 5 expressed over my 4 chord. That's like one way that I would see it.
Yeah, that's how I hear it. Like yeah, I mean that see I have a whole thing on slash chords because of this exact what you're saying. It's like, well, how do I hear this? How do I need to think about simple slash chords or
Or like the
certain
4 over 5, I use that religiously.
exactly. Yep, exactly. That's a classic one. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, bro, you're on I mean, and then these are just like lectures. So these are just like in detail, like, minor two fives are 7 3 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like me ranting about that. And what's cool is like I can attach, you probably know this already, but I can attach a YouTube video.
Oh, I actually didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah, so you can attach a YouTube video, which is tight, right? So, and like I have inversions, like I have different sayings. Like, one of the sayings I have is like I was telling you, like flat six lecture, aka God's note.
Sure.
So like this one is nerdy. This one's pretty nerdy, but my best thumbnail to date right there, pretty good.
Pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Okay, bro. I wrote out every single combination of chord that you can have with the flat
Uh,
six note.
I have a video called like how to write progressions like Daniel Caesar. It's best part.
Yeah, of course, that's parallel motion.
Yeah, I basically made a formula where it's like the first chord's 1, the next chords go to 4, the next chord's 4, or could be 2, and
Right.
then the next form is some form of 4 minor, exactly like I have 2 half diminished, I got 4 minor over 5, you got flat
Yep.
6, you got 4 minor itself, 2.
And those are all parallel minor harmonies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's the minor third relationship. Yeah, bro. I mean, dude, you're hearing the same thing. Like everyone hears it. That's the thing, is that it's just no one has a name for it.
Yeah.
And it's like you're right on. Like, so that's what I did is I combined song titles with each version of whatever.
Nice.
Anyways, it's really nerdy, dude. It's like, and then True Phrygian. There's like all sorts of stuff. Like 6 of 6. This is how I think of this note. How do you think of like in night and day? How do you think of the F sharp half diminished?
And we're in C?
Yeah.
I mean, I would just call it a sharp 4 half diminished.
Yeah. So that's what I call it. But I call it, flat five, same thing,
High five.
whatever. Yeah,
Sure, yeah, yeah.
same thing. I call that flat five half diminished, but I also call it and hear it as a
6 of
six
6,
of
yeah.
six.
This is going back to the autumn leaves thing.
Like which way do you think of it like that?
Like it's like autumn leaves is based around 6, but there's actually like if our chord tone if our key is G minor, there's an E in the scale, not an E flat.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the same thing. Yeah, you're right. Um,
Six of
one,
six.
yeah, exactly. And like I wrote about, like I learned this from Afro-Cuban music, but Benny Golson's Whisper Not is a good example of this
Mm.
because he does that whole what I call 6 of 6 motion. And what's funny is that there's two styles of what I call 6 of 6. So if you're in C and you do A minor, and then A minor over G, and then F sharp, B, E, D, or I'm sorry, what did I
Yeah,
say we're in? We're in C. So yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah.
the main mother one would be like you would always get to it from like A minor, G, F sharp, B, E,
A.
A, D, G. Yeah, you could cycle five back, but um you can also get there from the two. You know what
What
I'm
do you
saying?
mean?
So if you do like D, C, B, E, A, G, F sharp, B, E, A, D, G, C. So you know what song does this? It does both motions. It's what do you call it? Green Dolphin Street. The second ending does both styles of that walk down.
Mm. Sure, sure.
Because you go think of second ending, you do F minor, E flat, D, G, C, B flat, A, D, G, C, F, B flat, E
Yeah,
flat.
yeah.
Right?
I love the motion. Oh man, this is one that I think is really I haven't heard many people talk about it. You borrow the sharp 4 in the first chord, and then the next chord has the flat 6. So like in this case, it would be like this F sharp half diminished going to F minor.
Right. Right, right.
Another version of it could be D7 going to F minor,
Right,
or
right, right, right.
going to D minor 7 flat 5.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, bro.
That's a
And
good one.
those are all kind of like you're saying, those are all kind of versions of each other. But yeah, exactly. Those are good. Yeah, 100%.
Borrowing one shade light and then one shade dark.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna send this to you, bro. This might help you if you're learning guitar.
Cool, cool.
It's got all sorts of stuff. Anyways.
And so this is like what you basically sell though for like your
I
teaching?
mean, yeah, the thing is I'm trying to like sell this. It's a little hard to link it is the problem. So I figured out a way to do it where once you get it, it sends you a PDF that has a clickable link to allow you access.
Hmm.
So yeah. But I mean, it's not like it's not really like anyone buys it though.
How much are you trying to, I'm just, I have a teaching business myself too.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure.
So I'm just kind of curious, like how much are you trying to sell it for?
I think on my website I have it like $50.
Okay.
But once you get it, you get it, and I update it constantly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
I
that's
was
awesome.
gonna try and do like a subscription, but I'm like, dude, that's too confusing. And everyone's selling something. It's like, oh, it's $5 a month forever. Like, it's like whatever, dude. Like, if you
Yeah.
want to get it, it's like here, you can have it, and it's. I mean, dude, I'm 251 pages deep,
Yeah, that's intense, dude.
and it goes with all the YouTube and blah 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 whatever. So, anyways, but it's No Minor One Central. It's the glory of No Minor One.
No minor one. I'm certainly a firm believer, dude.
Ah, you cracking me up, dude. So, what? So you've been playing guitar more now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I picked up guitar actually after I got into college,
Okay,
but now it's my primary instrument.
that's cool though. As a horn player, I'm sure it helped.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I don't even pick up my horn anymore, honestly.
Okay.
Like my main instrument like guitar, voice, piano. I mean, like I went to jazz school, but I'm like a singer-songwriter person.
Yeah,
Like
that's cool.
I like to write songs and stuff like that. You know Fujikaze?
No.
Holy shit, dude.
Okay, yeah, you gotta turn me on to some stuff, dude. Send me some stuff after this, and I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, dude, one of his songs, dude, it's so fucking genius. He modulates in a pop song like around the circle, or like he hits three out of the four of like the minor third destinations.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I love that stuff.
And he's a Japanese musician,
Okay.
pianist. Like, he could shed over Donna Lee if he needed
Bro,
to.
I went to Japan for this gig and I went to some jazz clubs and they were if you closed your eyes, you would have never known. You would have felt like you were in New York or something. It
Nice.
was sick, dude. Like they were killing it. It was
Yeah.
like they got a really cool scene happening there and like their musicians are really good. I have a buddy who lives there. But like, yeah, it's cool, man. So I'm wondering if I bet you Tyler knows who that is then. You got to
Wait.
send it to me for sure. My buddy Tyler. Sorry, I'm thinking of the guy in Japan.
Oh, he's huge.
Oh, okay.
He has like 400 million subscribers.
Oh, so he's like big time it. Okay, yeah.
Oh no, no, sorry, not 400. Almost 5 million. I'm tripping. That's almost
That's
like
funny.
it happened. No, but he is huge. He's my favorite, dude. This man is the freaking truth when it comes to
Honestly, bro, you said Daniel Caesar, and I love Daniel Caesar. Some of his tunes, like I know a few of them, and like the motion. I like all that R&B stuff, and
Dude,
all of that is
he just
like.
announced his album today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, isn't that freaking awesome?
Oh wow, wow, that's cool. Hell yeah, I'm stoked. I love that stuff, man.
The one that I want to show you. But yeah, no, you should definitely check out Fujikaze. This dude is my freaking idol right now.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna check it out. What does he play? He's like a singer. What does he do?
He plays piano and
Oh,
sings.
piano. That's right. You said that. Okay. Cool, man. Nice. Dude, that's so funny, bro. You're cracking me up because like I'm over here. I was taking this Pro Tools class. I just got Pro Tools certified.
Yeah.
So I'm over here taking this class and then I'm like getting people sending me your thing. And I'm dying, dude. I was just laughing so hard. I was like, finally, somebody gets it.
Yeah, and I've been like shit posting on Instagram, dude. I mean, this month, dude, I've posted like what is it, 140 times.
Yeah, yeah.
I use, trial reels.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to grow, I would definitely recommend it. Basically, it makes a post for you, but it pushes it out to people that are not in your audience.
I've heard this. Yeah.
So you can like A/B test things. So like I posted that video that you saw 3 times,
Okay.
different captions each time, and that's the one that for whatever reason blew up. But what's cool is that your audience doesn't get annoyed at you because they don't even know you posted it.
Oh, all right. All right. Oh, bro, I could do that all day.
I mean, literally, that's like I had this strategy where basically I would go and walk my dog, and I would record myself yapping to the camera for like three separate 1 minute yaps about
Right.
something
And then
small.
just kind of clear.
I would like, clean it up in
Yeah, I'm
CapCut,
the same way, bro. You're hilarious.
and then but I would post each of those videos 3 times.
Oh,
So
I see.
I would have
With different,
nine pieces of content with different text hooks.
and then you could see what was kind of hitting.
Exactly, you could see what's kind of
Right.
hitting.
I got it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, it's funny you say that because I was literally online the other day and I was looking into that a little bit. I had seen it and I was like, oh, I got to check that out. And now you're telling me.
Yeah, it's free. You just sometimes you don't have it on your account. If you can't find it, just let me know. I can send you the link. What I had to do is like I had to click this link through this Instagram website and then you make your first one and then it like unlocks the feature for you. But as long as you have like a creator account, like you should be able to do it.
Okay, cool, man. That's sick, dude. That's tight, man. Well, I'm glad. Hey, bro, thanks for meeting up. This is hilarious.
Yeah, this is cool, dude. I mean, dude, you can tell we're both huge nerds about this. So like I'm happy to talk with anybody that's like I could go on a stage right now and talk about this for 2 hours straight. I'm sure
Yeah.
you could.
All right, yeah, dude. You need no minor one shirt for sure.
Yeah, dude.
You're
No,
cracking me up, dude.
I'll send you my address. I'll wear it, dude.
I'm gonna send you for sure. I'm gonna send you a couple, dude. That shit is hilarious.
Let's go, dude.
What size are you?
You could do like medium or large. It's
Okay.
cool.
All right. Oh man, that's hilarious, dude. All right. Hey, I'm gonna post this interview if you don't mind.
Yeah, please,
You're
please.
going on my YouTube and I'm gonna clip it up. It's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. You could just put it as JoJo. That's kind of what I'm known as.
JoJo, okay, that's fine. I'll tag you, yeah.
Cool, bro. Well,
You're
yeah. Thanks.
hilarious,
This
bro.
is
Well,
fun, bro.
I'm gonna keep following you, so like you hey, no matter what, dude.
No matter one. Let him know. Let him know, dude.
All right,
Um,
Jaden, let's stay in touch, bro. You're hilarious.
sounds cool, dude.
All right,
Thanks.
man. Later, bro.
Peace.